Plastic is a synthetic material from the results of polymerization of various kinds of monomers. Plastic packaging is a modern packaging which is more often chosen and used by food manufacturers as containers because it is more practical and less troublesome. The use of plastic as product packaging is very detrimental to the environment considering that plastic has been used since 1974 until now. In fact, the weakness of this plastic packaging is that the former plastic packaging will become non-organizational waste and difficult to decompose. It takes billions of years to decompose completely. Currently, food production in Indonesia that use plastic is a factor in the increasing production and use of plastic waste in Indonesia. Plastic waste is often called marine debris because it can cause water pollution and disruption of ecosystem in the waters, and of course, it will cause environmental pollution. Indonesia is one of the countries with the largest amount of plastic waste in the world. Referring to data from the Ministry of Environment and Forestry in 2022, waste generation in Indonesia reached 69.2 million tons, 18% of which was plastic waste. The cause of the accumulation of plastic waste is that the management of the reverse or recycling system has not run well. Based on these efforts are needed to minimize plastic waste, edible film is one innovation of the alternative packaging technology that has biodegradable properties that are environmentally friendly. The materials used in the study were green grass chili leaves, Cyclea barbata, and mango seed waste, Mangifera indica, were chosen because they contain flavonoids, phenols, and tannins, which are antioxidants that have the potential to prevent the formation of free radicals. The constituent of materials of edible film are generally starch-based. One type of natural starch that can be used as a basic ingredient in making edible film is mango seed starch, were chosen because they contain 70.76% starch. Mango seed starch has an amylose content of 35.32% and amylopectin 45.98%. This edible film was developed into an environmentally friendly food wrapping innovation made from natural materials safe to consume and easy to decompose.
The tools and materials in this research can be seen in the picture. Next, how to make edible film. First, preparation of green grass jelly leaf extract and mango seed extract. Second, mix mango seed extract, gelatin and green grass jelly leaf extract in a ratio of 1:1:10. Next, application of edible film as food packaging.
Cyfera is also made with several stages of testing to ensure that this edible film is safe to use and consume, namely phytochemical test, thickness test, solubility test, water content test, water vapor transmission rate test, antioxidant test, organoleptic test, antibacterial activity test. Phytochemical tests show that this edible film contains organic compounds, namely alkaloids, flavonoids, tannins, and phenols. The thickness test results were an average of 0.06 mm, which meets GYS standards, namely a maximum of 0.25 mm or 0.025 cm.
The solubility test of Cyfera is result that the edible film had a solubility of 100%. The water content test results show that the water content of edible film made from a combination of Cyclea barbata and Mangifera indica was 13.67925%. The result of the water vapor transmission rate test showed that the water vapor transmission rate of this edible film obtained a water vapor transmission rate of 0.057 gram per square meter per hour. In the antioxidant test result, edible film made from a combination of Cyclea barbata and Mangifera indica had antioxidant of 77.2178 mg per milliliter.
Based on the results of the organoleptic test, a hedonic test was carried out on 20 panelists, and it can be concluded that the panelists really liked the color, taste, texture, and aroma of this edible film, with a color test with an index of 83% in very light category, taste test parameters with an index of 80% very light category, texture with an index of 88% very light category, and aroma with an index of 85% very light category.
The result of the latest test, namely the bacterial anti-activity test, showed that the edible film made from a combination of Cyclea barbata and Mangifera indica has the ability to inhibit the growth of S. aureus bacteria with an inhibition zone of 6.61 mm and E. coli bacteria with an inhibition zone of 9.32 mm.